Alright, I'll show you a little customizing that I did on my four-wheeler here, specifically for ice fishing. Things I've learned over the years. It's pretty dirty, sorry. I haven't put the tracks on it yet, and it's been doing a lot of trail riding. So these are things, I do a lot of ice fishing up at Lake of the Woods. I have a cabin up there, and I've learned to just go with not to overdo it, but to have everything you need. So here we go. Shovel. Gotta have a shovel. With the tracks, you usually don't need it, but around your ice house and stuff like that. My battery is way down underneath there. So if I do run into a problem, or it's 30 below, or if I go 40 miles out on the lake and I want to make sure I get 40 miles back, if I ever have to jump start it, I added these, and I ran these right down to the battery. So instead of trying to get down there, I can pop these off, I can jump start it, I can do all kinds of stuff with these. So this, very, very, very handy. And I'll show you the jump starter in a second. Of course, got to have a coffee cup holder, beer holder, whatever. The Humminbird with the Lake Master chips in it. So as far as the Rhino box, I put the auger on this side, and I always have a bungee here, because I use a propane auger, and then that way I can make sure it sits the right way and the oil doesn't drain into it, so I don't have any starting issues. I just hook this onto one of the handles so it stays where I want it, and I don't have to worry about it as I'm bouncing, like I said, 30 miles across the ice. Before we do the back, we'll go over here. One thing I did on my rod case is I added some strings to the side here, so when you open it, it stays open. Sorry, I don't have a lot of room here. It stays open, and you have a nice flat table. Your rods don't fall out, and you just close it up. You're good to go. On the back here, rod holders, 6 of them, and I have these bolts here. They have rubber washers on both sides, and they're solid, as well as these eye bolts, because with the auger, there's my other baby, by the way. Doesn't do real good ice fishing, but with the rod holder on one side, auger on the other, I still like to have a bucket for my fish. So what I did was I had 2 of these buckets right here, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I cut one of them down, kind of a custom fit deal to go around the rod holders and everything else. And I have these little threaded knobs, and I'll try to do this one-handed. All you have to do, slap that on there, and show you one more thing. I put a piece of 2x2 on the bottom, just so it sits up against that, so it sits nice. And all you have to do, again, sorry, this is a one-handed deal, is you screw these guys on. That way you can take it off and on very, very easily. It's very sturdy. I've gone a lot of miles. There you go, that's on. And then you can put your bucket, propane, whatever you want in there. I did notice that as I'm going across a long distance, it can get a little bouncy. I mean, it never falls off. There's never a problem with it. It just makes a little noise. So that's where these guys come in. Just a little sense of security when you're going on those long trips. I just took one of those on there, and I stretch it around, hook the other one on there. Now, solid as can be. And the way I have my stuff cut out, I actually use the rod holder here as kind of a handle, because now the little button in there is a little bit hidden. You can get in with your gloves, everything, no problem. It's just hard to grab this part. So I usually just hit the button, and you can't see it. I would normally use my left hand. I just grab one of these and open it up. But open it up. Of course, you got your room for all your stuff. That jump starter kit I was talking about, I never go anywhere. Let's see if I can set it over here. I never go anywhere without this. This will jumpstart a Mack truck, and you can leave it out in the cold. It's fantastic. And to be honest with you, I don't even mess with my battery. If I am up at Lake of the Woods and it's 30 below and my machine's been sitting out all night, I put this on it, wait about 15 seconds, start it right up, just so I don't risk doing anything bad to the battery, so I can count on that battery the rest of the day. But this, you'll do 50 jump starts on a truck before you even come close to wrecking the battery in this thing, or having to recharge it. Recharges fast. You can actually run the entire your house or four-wheeler. It's got adapters and cords. You can run your Vexilars if you want, if you have any battery issues whatsoever. This guy right here is a must, and I found that this size is perfect. So anyway, there it is. Those are my mods. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you. Shovel, battery, that's taken care of just for safety reasons. And then back here, because I like to use auger, rod holder, and bucket, that takes care of everything. And I guess the only other thing is I found a mesh net that works really, really well. It's got the little hooks that all match up with all the holes. And when I need to store something quick, or if I just want to throw my minnow bucket or a cooler or whatever, I can literally just lift it up, shove things in there. It holds it just fine. So there it is. Sorry it's so dirty. I'm just getting ready now for ice fishing, and that's all I got. Thanks.